How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we have news of more clearing of the path to a Bitcoin spot ETF. Some people got fired that probably need to get fired in order for the ETFs to be approved, some of them. We also have news about Mt. Gox actually paying out some of the lost cryptocurrency. And we also have a big moment for Bitcoin dominance, which I know some people get kind of bored at Bitcoin dominance, but it does show us where in the market we are. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you can see future videos just like this one as soon as they come out. Yesterday, I hope you guys had a great Christmas or happy holiday, wherever you celebrate. I had a great time, but I was also still posting, right? I filmed 2 videos yesterday because in the bull market, we don't stop. If there's news, we are going to post it. And there was news. So if you want to follow along, you can do that. Now, underneath the video, there's a link to Margex where you can long or short cryptocurrency. There's no KYC. There's no VPN needed. It's a great place where you can start trading cryptocurrency if you're interested. You can also get a deposit bonus that can go towards some fees when you sign up with that link underneath the video. And if you already have an account, you can have some other friend or trader sign up, and then you can get part of their fees as well. Crypto is down a little bit here today. I haven't looked at the general market yet. It's not open, but the traditional market, I haven't looked at that yet. Maybe the whole market's down, but keep in mind, this is a little bit of a dip, just a tiny dip. The dips are meant for buying in bull markets. That's what I've been saying, and it's turned out to be pretty helpful so far because whenever we see a dip, it gets swallowed right back up. You can see some cryptocurrency still doing well, though. Solana was at 123 yesterday. Now it's at 114, a little bit of a pullback. BNB up 12% of the day, almost $300. Not exactly sure what's going on there. That's nutty from BNB because it's pretty stagnant most of the time. We can also see dominance at a very crucial point. Now, if you don't know what Bitcoin dominance is, if you're new to the market, it basically is the size of Bitcoin divided by the entire market. So right now, Bitcoin dominance is around 51.7%, which means that the market cap of Bitcoin is about 51.7% of the overall crypto market. This shows you the trend. Basically, we went from 39%, 40%, and week after week, we've been moving up, bouncing off this trend line. And this week, last week, we actually broke below the dominance line. And then this week, we are still further down yet. Now, we are at a pretty important point. So far, we had always bounced off this line, with the exception of this little wick down here. Whenever we wick down to this line, we bounced right back off of it. But now we're starting to see a little bit of excitement. People are getting ready. People are buying altcoins, and we broke below the line. But we are at this previous support. And last time we had seen this, and I'm sorry for this flickering. It's something on TradingView. But last time we had seen it come down to like a prior resistance, it bounced right off of it and kept on moving up. So we could see that here yet. We could see us reclaim this line and continue moving up. A lot of people were calling for 57, 60% Bitcoin dominance. Myself included, I thought it was possible we could go up to 57%, but I've talked about over the last month or so, maybe month and a half, that I have been buying altcoins, getting ready for the next bull run. Because while I do think dominance could move up, I still want to be well positioned in some lower cap cryptos that I think could do quite well. So I just want to bring that to your attention because this is kind of a pivotal week. If we break this line, that could really destroy this uptrend that we've seen. And we're already getting a little bit dicey with us breaking below this trend line. Now, WhaleWire just said, Bitcoin price tumbles as Mt. Gox has officially started repayments to customers after nearly a decade. The cash distribution signals the impending release of over $6 billion in Bitcoin. If you haven't heard about this, this was a 2014 hack. Mt. Gox lost a significant amount of Bitcoin, 850,000 Bitcoin. They were able to get about 20% of it back, or they have 20% left. So it looks like they'll sell they're giving out distributions that will be equivalent to about $6 billion. They say some people have started to receive yen over PayPal. Now, other people have elected to have cash deposited into bank accounts. Other people are going to just get Bitcoin as well. They might just get their Bitcoin sent back to them. Keep in mind, I think a lot of people will elect for their Bitcoin back. These are people that were in 10 years ago, and while some of them might have just never bought Bitcoin and just were so stressed the last 10 years seeing it go up and they want cash, some people will realize that they probably shouldn't sell because we're right in front of a bear market. Like, imagine you wait all this time and maybe you have $1 million left or something like that that you get paid out to you and you sell, but you could have just waited another year and then sold it for 3 times. I think a lot of people will just say, hey, I've waited 10 years, I can wait 1 more year, and then just hold on to it. Keep in mind, it's only $6 billion. The market cap is $836 billion. So yes, if everyone sold at the exact same time, it would force down the price pretty drastically. But a lot of people will just stagger it out or they won't sell. I think it's more the fear of Mt. Gox Bitcoin being sent out than anything else, because we've seen this over the last over the last 10 years. We've heard about this impending doom after the Bitcoin sent back to them. The price is going to drop, but there's so much excitement. This is just like a little blip on the radar. Some people will be sent back crypto, some people will sell, but in the long term, I don't think it matters really at all. And it might even be bullish that this is happening now because we have enough excitement to swallow up some of these prices and swallow up some of this Bitcoin. So I'm not worried about this long term. I don't think it matters really at all. And it could actually be bullish because it's one less black swan that's holding over our head. Now, it's not really a black swan because everyone's been talking about it for the last 10 years, but it's one less thing that could be negative for the price of Bitcoin. Back in the bear market, this was something that was super scary. Now it pushes us down like $1,000. That's it. Now, Barry Silbert resigns as Grayscale chairman to be replaced by Mark Shifke. Now, if you don't know who Barry Silbert is, he is the founder and CEO of DCG. So they're the parent of Grayscale, Foundry Services, Luna Global. They were sued, or he was sued during the bear market for allegedly defrauding more than 230,000 investors, including 29,000 New Yorkers, of more than $1 billion. DCG rejected these allegations, but if you remember, this was a huge thing in the bear market during the FTX collapse timing there. But basically, he is getting off of the board of directors, he's not going to be the chairman anymore of Grayscale. This is interesting timing. In my opinion, this was something that the SEC probably hinted at or straight out told them. They don't want him connected to Grayscale. So get that done before the deadline of December 29, and we'll probably approve your ETF application. I think this makes a lot of sense. Just as someone that has had really bad publicity for a while now, just get him out of the way. Of course, they still own Grayscale, which is like their darling, it's their cash cow, but just moving him a little bit further away from them, I think makes them more likely to approve that spot ETF. Last thing I want to cover, we saw digital asset flows come in this week of $103 million. This is from large institutional investors, most going into Bitcoin, a little bit going into Ethereum, a little bit going into Solana. And I've talked about this before. I like to cover this every week. I couldn't find the original report. It's like they took it down after they put it up. But just showing that we had 1 week of outflows here, the week before last week, and then right back to inflows. There's a lot of institutional demand. A lot of people were worried maybe that players would start selling in bulk, but that's not the case. People want these assets. People want allocation before the next bull run. People want allocation before the Fed starts lowering rates. So they're going to continue to buy. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. I think overall this was a good news day. I mean, the price of Bitcoin's falling a little bit, but keep in mind that we are in front of a wave of cash. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next video, which will probably be coming out in a few hours at this pace on the channel because there's just so much news. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.